Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Challenge on.
The horns fly out, total letter, and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
That's what comfort food is. I'm not getting it.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Makes the catch. There he goes. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Spartans with the 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
That's not a gun work, Daddy.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Here comes the heat. Finds his big tight end. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man on the right. Shakes off the defender. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll run play action. Flush down to the pocket. Touchdown, Sparty. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
They feed him again. Runs through a tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. He'll pull it down. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it rolls to the ground incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Punt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got his man. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's complete to the left. Turns it over to midfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Burt. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Pressure coming. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Running into the open space. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the move, he fires. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Spartans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive.
Here we go, here we go.
To the air, it's Burton. The outside is complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks the tackle. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Michigan State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. On the move. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Spartans line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Using his feet. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Good enough for first down.
The Spartans are moving quickly down the field.
Let's go! Let's go!
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Shoots it to the left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And he's incomplete on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
That is no good. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you...
Turning it on! Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job on it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Punch it out of the air. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this. He can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
Got the back over the middle. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he took that interception back inside the 10 to set up this offense.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season. Consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Handoff to the lone back. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Burt. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Zings it complete to the right. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds of thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop it.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Got him downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And the Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here we go. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Spartans. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Florida is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in the Swamp. They're up by a field goal over Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call.
Breaks into the open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. It's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frog! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Burt. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is enough.
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Slithers into space. Hits the afterburners. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, TCU.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Burt. Makes the grab on the left. Powers through. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He leaves it with the back. First down and more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They'll ride the hot hand. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Michigan State. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
Man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
And all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered.
There he goes. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to run it. Get every inch you can, but don't take the big hit. Great job by the quarterback.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Handoff to the single back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Burke. Flips it out to the back. Spin, still running. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. And they take it in for 6 more points. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just carving this defense up.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by a field goal over Georgia. just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He lets it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Horned Frog. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it, I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO, and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
The Spartans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Burt. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on once. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat to run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
There's the pressure. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with an out.
To the ground with the bat. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number one. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. And the missed connection on third down.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead's extended a little further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice ball, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Plows through the defense. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense rolls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the 4th down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble is just the icing on the Sunday. That's fine. We'll take it, but more importantly, they got the big stop, turnover on downs.
Dropping back, it's Burt. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! And the stomping has commenced. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fakes to grab. At the 40, there he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that. As he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sit back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
It's complete on the right side. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there. Now it's fourth down.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
To the air, it's Nicholson. Finds the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Here comes the two-point try.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw, it's Nicholson. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You just wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?
Always looking to throw. And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Back to pass, it's Nicholson. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Fires to the middle. Got his man. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence.
Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They'll line up to go for 2. They'll go to the air. Quarterback moving. Fires to the wideout. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. Second. Coming up.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of pain.
Going with the ground game left. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it
football is so good, so many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.